So did you guys, do I have a motion to, approve the November minutes?
I move to approve.
Okay. Okay. So last time, and do I have a second?
I second.
Right on. Everyone agrees, approved? We're gonna, yay, I need everyone to, I'll get in trouble. Everyone agree to approve?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Heidi, do you wanna, turn your mic off and talk about the art class? Or turn your mic on, I can't remember what I said. Or I can if you can't get your computer going. Okay. Just shout if you pop in. So we, oh darn it, I do have a flyer. This is so pretty.
Yeah.
Did you guys see this?
Yeah, I took one.
Yeah, so here it is. So the class is the 22nd. Can you speak? I see your microphone's on.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to talk about it or do you want me to?
What? I'm sorry.
I'm just saying that we've got the class. You've done all the coordination with Ryan Hill, and the class is going to be the 22nd at the library. I think the library continues to be a really good partner with us, and usually you keep really helping. You and Jen, I think, or Jen Pinto, the librarian, are really good about this commitment to these classes. I don't know if there's been any registrations yet, but
I don't think you have to. I think it's a
No,
that's right.
yeah,
Which
it's the
is not
first come,
required.
first serve. That's what we've been doing. Yeah.
Okay. And when you did that before, did you have to turn anybody away?
Yes, they
You
do.
did.
They did.
Oh.
Wow,
How many spots are there available?
20.
20 spots. Wow.
That's a lot.
It's a small space, but I don't know. I mean, she doesn't like to turn people away. So last time they took 21 students. So but I think the first one we do first come first serve. Um, we do turn away a few people.
Hmm.
Are you
They
gonna
just
be
don't
there,
have
Charlotte?
enough. Yeah, they don't have that. Charlene doesn't have enough supplies for everyone. So
Right.
at
Okay.
this time it's just a demo. So we may be they yeah, we can give an option if they want to take more.
Oh, and oh yeah, it's oil painting. Will you be there?
I would try.
Okay. I was just gonna say it would be interesting to ask or keep a list of where these painters live. Because it's the library, anyone in the KCLS can register, but I would be curious if it's Snoqualmie residents or not. I mean, all of it's good either way. If they're not in our community and they're coming here, that's really awesome to show off our great community. But I just think to fill up that shows, I guess, the interest and the demand.
22nd. Yeah.
Yeah, very interesting. Okay. Well, thank
Yeah,
you
the
for that.
library.
This month,
Li-
right? March.
The library what?
The library will not leave us track on the people's locations.
Can you ask them or do they not like to do that?
They won't do it
Oh,
because it's a privacy
mm,
issue.
okay,
So
I get that.
I assume most people are local because it's first come first serve. So um yeah,
Nicole,
Okay.
could there be a sign-up sheet for people that want to give their information?
Did you hear that question?
the sign up sheet for no, we don't. No, we don't deal with who comes. The library will deal with them. We just set out the classes. Yeah.
Yeah, I can always ask them too if what their
Just for-
is. I usually have quarterly meetings with the library about
Yeah.
general city things, so that might be something I could ask you.
Or if voluntarily they want to be contacted for future events.
Or I don't even care about spamming them. I just would be curious where they're coming from, like what's our reach and what's
So
our.
that's why I say, yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of might be a backdoor way
Yeah.
into getting that
Okay.
information, but
Okay.
without.
I
without
do see
spider
a
spy.
few because the picture we took, I see a few ladies they live in Snoqualmie that they come back
Good.
So, and there was couples, friends of their friend. They are not live nearby, but they also joined. And so, and I talked to a couple of ladies that's in the gallery. They say they really enjoy those classes. So, yeah, I'm sure that, yeah, I just, yeah, yeah. So
Is there a reason why we don't have a sign up for it? Um,
Yeah, I can't remember. Did we, the
There-
very first class, did we have a sign up or have we never had a sign up?
we never have a sign up. It's the first well when we talk to the library, it's a coordination efforts to make this class. So we don't. So our part is to set out the classes, and the city will pay the instructors, and the library will take care of the locations and the peoples and others and promotions. And so we each do different tasks. So the library, when we first have the classes, they have the registration and they fill out in less than 3 days. But we only had 4 people show up.
hmm,
And
Remember that.
I was there, so I asked Jen if we can know where they come from, and she said that they are not allowed to ask that questions. And
So
so
the
I
first
need to
time
be
what you're
very
saying,
careful about.
so the first time they did have registration and people took all the spots and then nobody came. And then now, when the last 2 classes, you don't register and then we have to turn people away. So maybe that is the strategy.
Yeah, that's my suggestion is we do first come first serve. Because
Seems
our classes
counterintuitive, but it's
wanna
working. Yeah.
yeah.
well, and is there a way we can get a list of how many people we turn away, so we know maybe we budget? We can say like, hey, can we have 2 classes, or maybe we budget more money for people to access.
Because the
more
funding's not the
people.
issue. Yeah, we've got
Yeah,
the
so
funding.
like maybe
Yeah.
if we
It's
have a
just the
list,
Base.
we could
Right.
like, so people aren't disappointed if they made a point to come down and they get turned away.
Yeah. And also usually, like, I know the gallery has been, I'm gonna speak from the city on kind of behalf of you guys, but I know the gallery's been doing classes, like, if the gallery wants to do classes and then it's the same partnership, we could do that, Arts Commission funding the gallery classes, if you wanted to put that out to your gallery. Do you guys?
That sounds cool.
I mean, if there's demand and we want people doing
Yeah,
it.
in the future,
And I
yeah,
want to
there's,
keep the relationship with the library,
Yeah.
that's really awesome, but
Yeah.
if there's demand.
Oh,
Yeah, like,
well,
there's a-
yeah, the our we got funding from Four Cultures. It's a special grant, and so we do offer like super cheap classes, like $10 for classes, and we've been doing that last year, and so I asked Shine about it. She doesn't like to she likes to just keep it simple, so. Maybe in the future, but for now, she doesn't want to involve another party. They just want to do it. The gal just want to do it by their own.
Okay. Another thing would be, the art major studio. Annie Williams might be willing to open that up. We did the crochet event there. It was a bit of a different thing. It was a drop-in, but if we wanted to do, I'm pretty darn sure Annie would, like, you let us use her space.
is there a way?
Especially for the teen, or if you can
Yeah.
find an instructor for the teen youth, she would be all over that probably.
Is there a way to have like a paperwork to fill out if people are interested who come for future events, or if we turn them away?
Like a
Have just, like,
survey
or just
or,
have a piece of paper like, hey, write down if you're interested in the future events?
yeah.
Or does that have to be run by the library? If we're having it at the library, can we have a piece of paper there?
Maybe even just to get an email address that's not asking for where they're from.
Yeah.
I don't know. We can we can ask Jen how they do
Or,
it.
how are we, it'd be great to like build a relationship with these people, so they're not just like coming once, or they try to come and it's closed or full. Like if there's like a way we can kind of like continue a relationship with the people that are interested.
Yeah, because they're
To keep the talking going, to keep it
Yeah.
going versus just you know, how,
Sorry. you missed
yeah, like this could be kind of a relationship
it.
builder.
Yeah, I like that.
Um,
But it would be us, the city, asking for their emails.
or just,
Or,
we could let them know, maybe we have another event planned after this and we can like market it at this event,
Ooh.
like, okay, this is full, but we have this coming up.
Like,
Yeah.
at
like
X
if
date.
it was something at Art Major or something.
Yeah, like if we
like
can have
that.
something ready to go before this date, when they come and we can kind of, I don't know, I just feel like we need to build relationship more.
like, get the
with-
momentum too.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
And I'm happy to connect with Annie at Art Major to see if she would do it. It would just be finding the artist.
Uh-huh, okay.
And then we could pay them. I don't know, usually if you want to teach a plein air class, although I don't know, you don't like to teach, do you?
Well, I like to get other people opportunity.
Yeah.
I did teach one times, and I don't have a lot of experience teaching, so no,
Okay.
I don't want to ruin the atmosphere.
Oh.
By the way, just to talk to the Nicole's point, it's really hard to find instructors. So it's not just we can have unlimited instructors that are willing to teach classes, and they also don't like to teach that many students. So we are pushing to the limits already. So at least you have other ideas. I do not like to give them pressure of, I like Charlene that she taught 2 classes last year. I think she's doing it for the favor because I asked her and she also want to help out, but it is a little, she usually teach less than 10 students and she charge more than that. So it's, but she like to help people and serve. So I think I think I will I mean if you guys have other classes ideas, like we want to do crochets and other things, maybe we can try that too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Okay, I mean, we could give that some thought, but yeah, maybe the crochet thing, maybe that's back with Art Major
Yeah,
or
yeah.
with Jen or something like that, but maybe there's a way where it's register, not just show up. And then maybe they
Yeah.
get the commitment, or if or if they know they're gonna come and learn something.
Yeah, or if we had something figured out by March 22nd, it could be a way where, you go in there and talk with them, be like, here's what
Yeah.
coming up, and I don't know, just kind of get them on a system, like, okay, check our website or do this, or like feel like, so it's a little bit more, they can plan it more. I don't know.
Okay. So we just so the question is, how do we keep the people engaged that attend the class? So do we give them more classes or do we let them know about other opportunities?
Yeah.
I think I assume you guys are all about art, so it doesn't matter if like you're promoting, oh, hey, you could take this class at the art gallery
Mhm.
too. It's
Yeah.
just providing the art
Yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah,
Okay.
just let people know it exists.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, more to come on that. Anything else on that one, Yiju?
No,
Okay. So do you want to talk about the Twin Peaks case or do you want me to do that? Did you guys see it or you probably just ran in the building?
Yeah.
go ahead if you want to
Okay.
say something.
She was again real instrumental. And so last Friday, she and Charlene came in and they had, was it 12 different artists? Or
No,
how
it's
many?
eight artists and we have 16 pieces there, I think.
Okay, 8 artists, 16 pieces. They're all pertaining to Twin Peaks. And they're all for sale. There's a QR code. And so we're just trying to celebrate the Twin Peaks, the real Twin Peaks event that's coming February. Well, it's Twin Peaks Day on the 24th, so it's the previous weekend.
22nd, yeah,
Yeah.
21st, 22nd.
Yeah, and then we have the sign in the lobby and then the David Lynch work. I took that to the gallery last week or so. And so
On the wall.
do they hang it up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I gotta get in
I
there.
got to meet Min.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
that. Okay,
Yeah.
so I told Anisha we'll leave that stuff in the case for a few months because I think I loved the glass work that was in there, but I think it was time maybe to freshen it up to put it out. But we have a fair amount of people that come in to take the picture with the Twin Peaks sign, so it's just kind of
Yeah.
promoting
I love
that.
it.
So I think the artists were happy to have another place to display
Oh, yes.
their work. And then I think they want to try to have some sort of a reception. So and I know I gotta do a usual, I gotta do like a picture or a social media post or something, and that's on my to-do list. But
The signs in council tonight for the proclamation,
yeah,
that might be a good picture to put on social media.
yeah. Yeah, we were setting that room up about an hour ago doing that.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
There's some whole props for you tonight.
yeah.
So it was 8 artists and then 16 pieces of work. So yeah, and there's a couple originals in there, and then other stuff is available in the gallery. And it's something that when I attend the downtown merchants meeting, a lot of people say that people that come for Twin Peaks, they really want to buy something that's from here. Like they live in Georgia, they don't want to buy something in Georgia or generic online. If they're coming here to the valley, they want to buy something here. Original.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, so just trying to have that for people. So embracing it. Okay, so art off the rails. I just wanted to bring that up. I haven't talked to anybody. I haven't talked to North Bend.
Okay.
So I don't know.
What is that again?
It was in June last year.
Okay.
So I don't know if one of you guys are kind of interested in maybe reaching out and finding out the date. Okay.
Yeah, who would I reach out to?
Deb Landers. Yeah, and it might even be on a website, but just to figure out what it is. The good news is I talked to, Mayor Mayhew met
Yes.
with you and Yiju,
Yeah.
and he came back after the meeting and said to me, Nicole, what is going on with this kind of cumbersome work of getting the business license and the vendor fees? And so I've talked with the finance department, and we're going to try to not have that be an issue.
Okay.
So
What was the-
it was a couple of years ago. If we had vendors that were participating in the event, like if it was on the boardwalk or in Railroad Park, in order for them to have a booth, they would have to have a business license.
Okay.
And can't remember if there's one other, maybe it's just the business license.
Okay.
But in comparison to North Bend, they didn't have that requirement.
Oh.
So it just became kind of a paperwork situation and the money. And so the vendors all wanted to be down there. And so then we didn't have the activation down here. So I have to get some more clarity from finance on that. But
Okay.
So they're working on that.
yeah. So I think just find out, when it is, are they willing to have Snoqualmie be, the third partner? And then what does that look like? I mean, I never want, you guys are the ones like the boots on the ground. I don't want to say you guys have to do this, or you don't want to do it. Like it's whatever effort you guys want to put into it. And then, we've got a budget, we can pay the bills. Like if we wanted to have musicians in the gazebo, for instance, or we wanted to do different things.
Yeah, it might be.
We have done that before, so there's
Oh, nice.
there's room for that.
I'd be excited about that.
Yeah, but I think it's
different.
yeah.
Nice to see what they're doing, how to so we're not competing, but adding to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So last year you guys were all kind of new and we were trying to
Mhm.
manage expectations. So we were just saying, here's the 3 different art studios and just to promote that. But I think the game could be, amped up a little bit.
Yeah, I would.
But
I'd love to help out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you
I'll
don't
reach
understand,
out
because I speak
initially.
for a fair amount,
Oh, you
but
do?
I'd love for you to make rapport as well. So.
Is her name June? Or
Oh,
Deb
Deb
Landers?
Yeah.
Sorry, my notes.
I mean, they've been a really good, the first year, it was very much Snoqualmie and North Bend, like gung ho. And then the second year was, I think the first year was like 125% effort. The second year was probably like 75% effort. And then last year I felt like we did what we could, but Deb,
Because we lost our coordinator
we lost
after
both
the
of them,
first year.
Steve and Michelle.
Yeah.
But so it's kind of our staffing or our volunteerism, but Deb and her organization have never, I don't think she's ever made any of us feel that we can't participate in it,
Yeah,
but
That's nice.
Yeah, because we were new together.
mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds great.
And Deb's also done, the creative art center down there. Yeah, across from Brook. Yeah, that's where they have their classes and stuff like that for North Bend Arts and Industry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lovely. They've renovated it. I sometimes help out there.
Yeah, and they have like
Yeah.
open nights where you can drop
Yeah.
in
And
and
it's free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll definitely
Stop by.
I'll stop by there, and if I can't get a hold of her, I'll
Oh, yeah, just
reach
let
out
me
to
know.
you as well.
Yeah.
We can figure out.
Yeah, but I'd
maybe
love for
meet
you
her,
guys to
talk
meet.
you.
Yeah, maybe I can get all of us to.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Okay, we'll figure things out.
Yeah, okay.
We'll reach out.
And Tam, that event is on, you can Google that, Art Off the Rails, and see what's, the number 4 item on the agenda. You can look that up online and just see what different things have been done in the past for that event.
Nicole,
Yeah.
I have a questions. So I know the North Bend North Bend City doesn't do the art fair. It's the North Bend Art and Industrial. They are doing that, and they also charge the booth fees. So for us to do that,
Oh, they
I
do
wonder
charge
if
booth fee. Oh, okay.
is it
Oh.
possible that we can partner with some nonprofits, and so they can charge booth fees and keep track of the people who registers, and so it will take some of the pressure out of the commissioner, and but we just do the city part that's to support that. I don't know. It's just an idea. I don't know if
No, see, and I didn't even know that. I mean, I've kind of not been in the loop. I've let the commissioners have done it, so I didn't know that. So maybe that's part of it too. Maybe they were kind of booths down there because it's, as a nonprofit, it's probably revenue for them to help pay for the event. So that could be part of it. But as a city, yeah, how did that work? Yeah, so if they were here, even if they were part of the event, this is when Steve Pennington did it. They could be part of the event, but even to be in Snoqualmie, they had to have a business license fee.
Yeah.
So
anything in
that's
the
what we're
city.
trying to avoid, is to have that that issue. But we want to have activation and have booths here. So I think there's a path forward. It's just, now at this point, I don't know if North Bend would want to help, move some people down.
Could the city make those permit fees for that event, let's say an artist event where it's less than maybe than a food truck coming in, or
I think we're trying to, for this type of event, just have it go away, just eradicate
Okay,
it,
yeah.
because it's just like one event, one booth.
right,
So
right.
we're trying to work with finance to have,
It's only for a few hours.
I think so, yeah.
Will you folks, will you still be using the bollards to close down King?
I mean,
And
we could, we could.
and do like food trucks on this end again, that don't compete with the local businesses
Yeah.
and
Yep, we
or
can do that.
whatever else might go in there?
Yeah, and that's something that they did the first and second year. So if we close King Street in front of the gazebo, there could be food trucks and then music in the,
Or just have it
in the
that,
gazebo,
or something.
and they could be that,
Maybe
yeah.
we just start with like a niche, maybe we go with more music,
Mhm.
art.
Oh, yeah, for beginning.
Do they do food trucks or anything down at their end?
I can't recall. I was working at the railway station here, so I didn't see what was going on there that day.
So maybe you
Okay,
guys get a
we'll
feel
talk with her
for
and
what
see
the
what they're
event
doing,
is,
yeah.
and what they're planning, and
Yeah.
then if what you guys like, how do we make that happen, and reserving the park, closing the road, all of that is totally doable, to
Yeah.
make that happen.
Fun.
And if
She
it-
has people.
I got people.
She has people.
Oh, nice.
I got people.
All right, I'll email Deb.
And then, I got people and they got a budget. So yeah, like if there were musicians, that wanted to play,
Yeah,
that could be,
that
or
would be,
bus
I
tour
have
artists.
an idea of maybe leaning, if they're doing more art, type of like, paintings and things like that, maybe we lean into the music
and the
side or
food, yeah.
something, just to kind
Yeah.
of complement. Yeah, so
Yeah, I like that.
you have her email address?
Yeah, I'll write to her right after this meeting and
And
invite
figure out
her
when we
to
can
meet.
get.
Yeah,
Mhm.
okay.
And you, I don't know, you might have some in with some of the musicians.
Yeah,
that
from
you see play all
Stagello,
the time,
yeah.
and maybe
Yeah.
it's just booking them.
Yeah.
The gazebo is actually, it's really good for sound in there.
Oh, good.
And it's covered, so if the weather's kind of gross,
Yeah.
they're still covered, and then I think the people board the train to go back and forth.
They do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
they
my
do.
God, how fun
They
is
do. I like
that?
that. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. We will start with that. We will figure out the details on the North Bend side and then.
But you're hoping that they're gonna have a glass of wine before they.
Of course.
And you know, we
Yeah.
have, there's small businesses, but what if like Annie was willing to have like a tent? I know she has her business, but what if she had a tent in King Street with a kids activity, or if Ashley from June and Jem, again, they want to drive people to their stores, but what if they had enough staffing that they
Yeah,
had
that sounds,
something there to drop you
Yeah,
off?
yeah, a little satellite.
Yeah. A pop-up,
Pop
or
up.
like self-managing craft for younger kids.
something like that, yeah. Okay. Okay, so more to come on that, and then plein air paint out. So I was looking at our minutes, and did you have something?
I'm sorry. No,
Oh,
that's
okay.
my, that's, I was
I said,
muted.
sounds lovely, whatever that was. It was a, yeah. So May 16th, 2026 is
All
the
right.
plein air paint out, and so that's gonna be here, whoa, before we know it. So I'm gonna have to get started on the marketing for that.
May
and
16th.
May 16th, and so
Any themes this year?
yeah, I'm almost wondering,
Oh,
do you have a theme?
well, what is
We
the
do have-
pathway that they're
That's
doing?
the river trail.
Oh, do we want to do something with the river trail? And that could also be
That's
kind
a
of like
really good point.
marketing for the city too.
Would be. I feel, I'll have to ask Dylan Gamble. I feel like it would be done. I feel like they're really.
That's, we had
down on
actually
it.
talked about the beginning of May doing a opening ceremony.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so we could do a river thing, a river runs through.
Yeah,
it.
we could do a river thing.
Yeah.
Runs through it is
That's
perfect with
so
the
lovely.
And
path.
because it goes through our
And then
town.
we
Yeah.
could go to other locations.
Is that our theme, ladies?
I think.
A river runs through it.
That's so good.
And then they could be from, I mean, the map could be, they could go from Park Street all the way down to wherever they can.
Yeah.
Go to the
river
falls.
For the falls, okay.
Gorgeous.
That was easy.
That
was
was
What's that
like.
called again? Plein air paint out.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, May 16th.
And I wonder if we have any copyright if we say river runs.
Oh.
Or river runs through, or river runs through Snoqualmie.
Or
We can play with the
We'll
word.
play with it.
three rivers run through it, because we are at the sum of the Snoqualmie. We're at the
Yeah.
sum of the three forks of the Snoqualmie in that area.
The confluence of the.
No, that's the name of the wine.
I know. Rivers running through it, or like, it could be like plural.
Yeah, like
rivers.
slight change, so it's not
The
complicated.
river runs through our town.
I like how you're acknowledging the three
Yeah,
prongs of the river.
Yeah, what did you say originally?
it's the three forks, three forks run through it, or
I don't know enough
Okay, well-
about this to speak to it.
I think that might be a question for our city attorney.
Let's. Yeah. Legal if we don't have, I don't want, let's avoid doing something that we think is copyrighted.
Yeah.
Like, painting our way through the river.
Or-
More.
Or it just could be the Snoqualmie River.
The
Yeah.
river trail runs through it.
Because of the trail,
Yeah,
the new trail.
River
A
trail.
river. Okay,
Or we don't have to have it sound like a river runs through it. It could
Right.
just be something river.
yes, I mean, it could just be the Snoqualmie River. Cause they're gonna
Yeah.
be anywhere in town.
Yeah.
So the theme is,
What about river, trail, and Snoqualmie?
so River Trail in Snoqualmie or Snoqualmie
Mhm.
River Trail? I mean, that's what it's called, Snoqualmie River Trail.
Mhm.
That's what it's
If that's
called.
what it's
Maybe
called,
we
we just-
should honor that name. so
Yeah,
that
It's
keep
called
it
the River
simple.
Trail, but it
The
could be
River
Snoqualmie
Trail.
dots or the River
The
Trail.
river trail.
Painting our way through the river trail, or
Yeah.
I don't know.
Painting our way.
The river trail is what it's
The
called.
river trail. And at least they'll know geographically what it really is called.
Okay. So maybe, Yuji, I'll look and see, I'll talk to the, Dylan, and like, if he thinks it would be Snoqualmie, River Trail, or is it River Trail Snoqualmie or something? I can find out, or just River Trail,
River Trail.
just River
That's
Trail.
not the name of any other coffee shop around here.
Yeah. And then, oh yeah, the winning piece was the building last year. That's pretty,
Oh, yeah.
That was fun.
that was really fun.
Yeah, I would, yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
so
in my calendar,
May
May 16th.
16th.
Oh, and this isn't really Arts Commission, although I could make it part of Arts Commission, but based on the really cool event we did last year with the cherry trees, I'm gonna work with the chamber, and there'll be a Fall City connection, because the Fall City trees, do you guys ever go there?
No.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, it's my commute every day. It's like in the winter, it's the wetlight. So all these trees on the river are the cherry trees.
On the
They're
banks.
actually like
Oh my
more
gosh, I've
stunning than
never
our trees
seen
here.
that.
So, people stop and take their pictures there the same way. So what I want to do is work with the chamber in Fall City, so that we're doing a promotion that it's come to Fall City and Snoqualmie for the cherry trees. Like,
Nice.
if you're gonna come out to the valley, it's like 2 things to come and see.
Yeah.
And so
okay.
it'll just be
I
a
love
simple
that.
promotion,
Yes.
but that really kind of spun from what we did last year. And the other thing is I do need to have King Street closed, Cat, because I don't know if you noticed this last year living downtown, but people were coming to take pictures, and they would stand in the middle
Of
of
the
King
street.
Street
Yep.
to take the 2 big cherry trees, one by the Woodman and one by Smoky Joe's, and it's an open street. So I need to
Oh
work
my
with
gosh,
the
and
street
it's a bit of a court turn.
And
Yeah.
there's a train that runs through it.
So I just need for those couple of weeks just to close it,
Yeah.
because, and then if we
Yeah.
can put a sign of, cherry tree photo ops, but just know that,
Yeah. I know where there's some bollards
Yeah.
stored.
yeah,
Hmm.
I know.
And I know it's also some people that would move them.
Yeah, I gotta get on that too. Oh, cherry tree and then Fall City, because that's gonna be at the end of March.
Oh, that's right. It was
It-
very
it
close to my
was.
son's birthday.
Oh,
Your-
okay. There was
Someone's
something
birthday in
going.
your family too?
Oh, yeah, my husband's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So that was that. So plein air paint out, so I will get working on that. So where I need you guys to kind of help out is promoting it with like painting organizations, other plein air, watercolor groups, oil painting groups, all of that, so that we get the word out to all of the different paint groups.
Okay.
Because that's not my world. And so the thought was, we talked about this, doing it in May, that we'd have more participants, because it's not the summer and all the craft fairs and the art fairs that they're doing, and that they've been inside all winter, and
Mhm.
it's the shoulder season in spring. So we'll be looking to do that.
Right.
If you guys make a flyer, I'm happy to post it all over town.
Oh, that's nice.
Physically.
I do. Oh, that's
Yeah.
lovely. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So those, any other things on plein air? And we'll need a couple of you guys there that day.
Yeah,
yes,
Do we
there.
like having it at City Hall?
I like
I think it
Yeah.
works. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's kind of nice to keep that tradition, because people that came last year know exactly where to
Yeah,
go.
okay.
And so that's,
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's nice weather-wise.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that worked out well.
Yeah.
So,
That could be a good thing for you to help participate in too, Tan, is the plein air paint out.
It's really fun.
It's pretty. You can look online and get kind of up to speed on some of that stuff too. Do you have any questions about that?
No.
Okay. I saw in the news, there's a certain cherry festival in Japan, and they've had it going on for 10 years, and they had to cancel it because too many people have been coming, and it's traffic, and the public is just not being respectful.
That's like
That's
that you
surprising.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, but it was interesting to see that, but they said they were canceling this
Oh.
thing. It would be like the UW probably
Yeah,
canceling
it is
theirs.
crazy.
Yeah,
up there.
yeah, it's insane, so. Okay.
People love their cherry tree.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Cherry tree is a city or North Bend?
Here in Snoqualmie, downtown,
Yeah, just
down here in Snoqualmie.
here.
Over there by Railroad Park, do you know where the gazebo is?
The train station?
The train station?
Yes, I know. Oh, the train
Those
station.
trees.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember. Long
So I
time.
think the two in the street are pink
Yeah.
and then the ones around the
really
gazebo
beautiful.
are kind
It's
of
so-
more the
yeah.
white ones.
And
And then in
Taylor,
Fall
yeah.
City along the
The
river.
road,
Oh,
yeah.
they're so
I
pretty.
used to drive that every day myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Road in Falls-
202.
Oh,
Yeah.
just that road.
Yeah.
Oh, I have driven down there.
Yeah.
Just-
Yes.
oh,
But not
that's
during
great.
tree season.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's super cool.
Only two?
We have, I think there's 6. We
Oh,
have the 4 and then the 2 big trees,
oh,
but they're huge. Yeah, they're very pretty. And then Fall City must have, gosh,
A dozen?
15 or, yeah, 12.
Yeah,
At least a
15.
dozen, yeah.
At least, yeah. And they were, oh, I'm so jealous of this. Oh, if I only had the people. They're thinking of putting pink and white lights in the trees in Fall City.
No, but is that gonna ruin the blooms?
I don't know.
what do the light?
Oh,
The light, like holiday lights in the
Oh, like
trees to
at
make them
midnight.
glimmer. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And then last year I did put cherry blossoms in the gazebo. So I'm gonna try to do that again.
Oh,
but-
yeah.
Yeah, so I gotta
Yeah.
decorate. People to do that too. And I can get some people.
I'll help with that too.
Oh, you're
I
so
will do
Yeah, I'll
that
come
stuff.
help.
Yeah, okay.
And the blue lights are lovely still. Are they staying the whole?
The,
If I have my way, they'll never come down.
Right.
Yeah.
We still want to wait, the blue lights. the
Mhm.
what are blue?
Okay.
Blue and.
They're kind of the LED
yeah.
versus, yeah.
Right.
Very beautiful.
Those we're keeping here downtown probably for a couple more weeks. The
Oh.
down, so this year
But
we,
very beautiful.
aren't they pretty?
That's good for the city for now is what? Is
The winter.
no, yeah, one
Yeah.
day. No, I like the whole year.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it gets too dark.
Yeah.
It makes
Well-
it light and,
Oh, but summertime
Yeah,
cannot.
it's dark.
But in the-
Summertime because we the sun is
So late,
not-
so-
But it's on the ridge on Center Boulevard, they're on year round, and even in the summer, when the music in the park is ending and it's like 9:30, 10 o'clock, the lights on the Center Boulevard trees, they're sparkling. But the ones downtown, the business merchants asked us to do more white lights than color so that we can leave them on. And so we're gonna
Okay.
leave them on for a couple more weeks, just because winter's so,
But I think
Dark
they
and dreary.
do very good job because they do
Yes.
the light, do the very perfect.
yeah.
we did.
Brand,
Every brand,
yeah.
Yeah.
We did do more.
Yeah,
We spent more
Oh,
money and we
yeah.
did. Yeah, well, and then in November, or no, in October, the 4 trees, we turned them on early for Diwali. For the Diwali celebration for the week,
Okay.
to honor that celebration, and then we turned them off, and then we turned them back on again, but it was kind of a sneak peek for the holidays, but then it was for, the Diwali celebration.
like that. Cool.
So
That's nice.
that was kind of lovely for the community.
Are we leaving them on the trains?
The guys are talking about that because
That can be an all round, year round
I
thing
think
for
that
the train.
they,
Lighten it up.
they wanna have that conversation with
Railroad.
Richard because staff tells me that it's hard on the lights, taking them on and off, and that was quite an investment, so I
Yeah,
think the guys would, and maybe not turn them on, but leave them on the tree, on
Yeah.
the train.
yeah, yeah.
So I think they're having that conversation.
No, and anytime they're having a train celebration, they can turn them on, you know, if they have some special event.
Like the
but-
ones on the train,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I do
I
like.
think
Yeah,
it's
me
very
too.
beautiful.
yeah,
It's good for
Built-
we city is for what tours.
yeah.
For the
Yeah.
good, very good.
Well, and we are a train town, and like, don't tell me what city has a line of trains that they're
I know.
lighting up.
Just sitting there.
Yeah, I think it's us, so,
That's
Yeah.
it.
yeah, it's pretty,
Because a lot the job to do this.
it is a big job.
Yeah, long
They're
time.
magnetic, and so they stick
Yeah,
on,
too beautiful.
They're magnetic.
they're so so
Yeah.
you buy them, and so and the guys
I
cut them.
think very good job. Not a lot that can see this good job, but they do.
I think that's the architect in you, you can see all of the lines and you can see the precision to it,
Yeah.
yeah, I think you look at things with a different
Because
eye.
Yeah, with normal, the people just,
Yeah.
it's okay, they like the main road,
Yeah.
they just, have a line, okay, everybody do the tour, everybody do the, Christmas tree or all things, but that is very special, very professional.
It is very
Mm.
professional.
Yeah.
Yeah, my guys did good work and, yeah.
Yes, I did it today first time.
I think they don't like me very often during the holidays.
I was surprised, wow, yes.
I know. We had a little, we had an area this year that was quite colorful. It was very charming, but I said next
Oh,
year.
you, Sandy Cove,
Yeah.
yeah.
I said next year we need to make it not quite so charming.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Oh,
Sandy Cove?
it was
The
a
park,
dream.
the park.
Yeah.
They had, I think it was everything that was,
Okay.
everything that was left over got
They just
thrown in there.
Oh, it's very colorful. So,
Someone got creative,
Use
yes.
the colorful lights for our events, like paint the rails or something.
One question.
yes.
The cherry blossom open, but there is very short time. I know that because I before I in Japan long time.
Yeah.
And they just almost open up in 1 week or
Yeah.
2 week,
It
maybe
is.
1 week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so what time? I want to
So
know.
what time? So
Date.
So I know this because
Too early, not beauty.
Right.
Too late. It's
No,
gone.
so I took
Is it the
pictures of it.
29th?
I took pictures of it 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And so the end of March is when they start to bloom.
Yeah.
And so last year
Like
we
the
did the
29th.
event like the 29th. And
Just
Tan,
started.
I was a nervous wreck. On the event was Saturday, and on Monday there was practically nothing. Every day it was a little bit more, and so on Saturday they were, I would say, 75%, and then 2 days later they really popped. But we had enough. But you're right; it's about 2 weeks, and it's usually the end of March and the first part of April.
3 days of beauty.
3 days. Yeah.
That's a small window.
Yeah. It was hard to pick that day of the event because they were not at full bloom when we did it.
It's hard to guess because every year it might adjust by a week.
Yeah.
I bet they'll be early.
And or if they're at full bloom and a wind comes through.
Blows them all away.
Blows them all away, yeah.
My son was born on March 29th, and the cherry blossom tree was blooming in our backyard. But we were in Seattle, and it blooms a little bit earlier in Seattle than out here.
Does it?
Yeah, we're about a week later.
Oh.
Yes.
Because like if you're in
Because
Seattle,
we're higher.
yeah, we're higher and
Oh.
colder. So like you'll go in Seattle and the like azaleas will be blooming. You'll come up here and nothing. And then like a week later,
2
2 weeks, yeah, about 2 week difference.
Maybe half a month because Bellevue more early than me.
Yes, yeah.
Me is very cold.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
And also, we cannot really catch the beautiful. Why? Because we won't rain.
More rain.
Rain.
But maybe if good, no rain, maybe wind.
Yeah.
So there's very faster the flower they want to open or the faster gone.
Yeah.
It's not because I do garden 30 years.
Yes.
Oh, she
matched
matched
my-
her.
Yes. And I watch every plant, how they grow, but yeah.
Speaking of garden and the new trail, are there any artwork pieces or sculpture pieces planned for that in the future?
How nice.
I don't know.
Okay. Because I think
could ask Dylan about that.
You
Yeah.
garden?
I like to garden, yes.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be
do
very
garden design.
Okay,
Yes.
Yeah, they'll do some bench areas, I believe. And then, but what it is gonna be, so to connect Centennial Trail to go down to the falls.
Train.
But on the riverside, it will just go down as far as Kimball Creek. It makes a loop. But there's some, right now they're
Running.
they're actually constructing the bridges over some of the little gullies and stuff like that and over Kimball Creek, not over, it doesn't go over Kimball Creek, but right in that area. So that's just gonna be a loop and the whole thing will be about a mile. So it's to encourage people to, you know, get views of the river and then proceed on to the downtown district and businesses.
And you, I looked and you can see the old, train
gosh.
trestle on the other side.
I'm so happy to meet you.
Yeah. That's until spring when the trees cover it back up, so.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna wrap this in here. Do we have any other business or
Sorry.
Oh, my daughter put it on there.
do we have any more other business? I don't wanna.
I don't.
If not, okay,
Yeah.
then we will adjourn you.